That barrel from 10 years ago.
Oh, it smells great.
Oh. Yeah, he's matching this as silver. Make it sound.
This is look at Lucas comment. Right? Look at this. How many barrels are
Can I have...
Hey, this is not good because comments and stuff. David! Where is he?
Thank you a lot.
David! We learned this on Shabbos.
Here's another system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent here.
Here guys, have a look at the air conditioner and the ceiling in front of us. Air guys, now such clouds, such fog is bursting out to both directions. That's the humidifier. So here we have actually two systems. The system of the temperature, it's about 14 degrees Celsius, 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Quite cooler, isn't it? You are wet, I saw, so not so healthy for you to be in such a cold air. And the humidity, now it's stopped, but it will soon start again. It brings the humidity up to about 80% in the air. That avoids the wood from drying out and cracking, and the wine from evaporation through the wood rolls of the barrels. I think that's quite interesting, you know, when you open when you fill the barrels, you top them properly. Very important to avoid touch of air in the wine. It should be the barrel has to be properly full, no air inside. But the oxygen, that's the enemy of the wine, it oxidizes the wine. But when you open the barrel after a month or two, they visit the wine, you have a surprise. The level of the wine has gone down. They lost wine. Who drank the wine? And that's right. Yeah, I mean, not right, but that's way it's called. In the literature, it's called the angel's share. And the angels come at night and taste all the wine. But of course, what really happens is that simply the wine evaporates, and by keeping such an atmosphere of high humidity, we don't allow the wine to disappear. The air is saturated with water, so there's no space for the wine, and it holds the wine much better in the barrels, and we don't lose so much wine.
Cool.
Now, here we have about 8,000 oak casks. These are not all our wines, only 10 or 11 types of wines have the privilege to age, to mature in these oak barrels. The reds are Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Pinot Noir, Sangiovese, Syrah, and some Nebbiolo, Petit Verdot, and Malbec.
What are you saying?
Names of types of grapes. And the wines are Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Viognier. These are the wines that have the potential to improve by aging, just like us, improving all the time. These are the best conditions. French oak barrels, very expensive. Each such cask costs about $700.
Oh my gosh.
They're quite small. The capacity of a barrel is about 225 liters or 56 gallons each. About 300 bottles. 300 bottles made out of one barrel.
They're new or you?
And we buy them new, and we reuse them just a moment of about 6 years.
8,000
So, in other wine, you can find sometimes huge barrels of 3,000 gallons. The advantage with small barrels is that you have much more contact between the surface of the wood and the wine. That gives better results.
How long do they ferment here?
What's the advantage of smaller casks?
What do you mean open up?
How long is the aging process? That was what we were asking.
Yeah, I'm just going to speak about that.
What's the advantage of smaller barrels?
Open up the staves of the
Smaller barrel. What's the advantage? It's a small barrel?
Anything
You said the small.
Since the beginning of the wine, oh no, the wines age in the barrels up to maximum 2 years, and further in the bottles also maybe a few years. But we have some samples of the 83 wines in our archive, but it's not the same anymore. It's not so good anymore either. I mean, you know, there's such a myth that wine always improves by aging. Well, it's right to a certain extent, but you know, the wine climbs up the hill, gets better and better, then it keeps stagnant at the top a few years, but then it also goes down. The wine, it doesn't,
Cool,
that's
cool.
right, that's right.
That's cool.
Well, now,
Very good, my friend.
but you know, it's too correct to say it, you know. Now, that's the moment. How long time does wine stay in the barrel? So wine-wise, just a few months, between 2-3 months up to 8 months. Reds between half year to 2 years, dependent also on the age of the barrel. Look at the barrels. Each barrel bears a number, and at the end there is a year. I see barrels over there are 06, and at the bottom there is some 08 barrels. In the right hole, in the left hole, barrels of 04. These are all barrels now that started a career here in our winery in 2004. But don't get mistaken, the wine inside is not of 2004. We have shifted the wines a few times. But the barrel has been working here 6 years since 2004. And we have the new barrels on the floor that start with 0. These are the 2010 barrels. That's just, and they're being filled now for the first time. New barrels. Right now, what's on the floor? So now this just such, and think about that. Such new barrels, they are much more powerful, and their storage time is sufficient to extract what they need. And the older more barrels are much weaker, then a longer time is required. After about 6 years, to sell the barrel further. And the wine is still bad, the malt is good, but not the same level, not the same quality. Now, after a red wine, you will never have white in the same cask. The wood absorbs a different color and even flavor with the wine. So it's never white after red. After wine, it can be rinsed with hot water, it can be red after. Well, what would you want to answer some question?
Yeah, that's my question already.
Yeah?
Do your barrels ever get used for scotch or for whiskey?
No, we don't. That's a possibility to sell old barrels for scotch. But you know, we don't have industry of scotch in Israel, so we rather sell it to Israeli new wineries in the beginning. Small new wineries raise up in Israel all the time, and in the beginning, often, not every time, but they don't have money for such expensive barrels. They buy used barrels, and then when they get better, they buy more expensive barrels. Please.